Hello, we are Shopee from Group 3. We are from Bina Nusantara University majoring in International Relation. Under the class of Multinational Corporation, Global Strategy and Social Responsibility, and Mr. Rosano Aji Effendi as our lecturer. Let's meet our members.
Hello, my name is Shannon Lady Wijaya.
Hi, I'm Alfred Benu.
Hi, my name is Adrina Nurfadila.
Hello, I'm Maheswari Nabila Anjani.
Hello, my name is Fiona Rita.
Hello everyone, in this video we're going to analyze the competitiveness tools from our company Shopee Ltd. Before that, please read the disclaimer carefully. So what is Shopee? Shopee is a multinational company based on technology originating from Singapore under the auspices of Sea Ltd. Our mission is to changing the world for the better by providing a platform to connect buyers and sellers in one community. On the other hand, our vision is to meet the needs of existing online shopping users. We conduct our vision and mission to reach our goals by expanding to emerging markets to broaden the network of user communities, especially in neighboring home countries such as Indonesia. Shopee's motive in expanding to Indonesia is to get a wider market since Indonesia's society is recorded as a large number of active internet users. It is also due to the similar business model competition from Shopee's home country, Singapore, which is less profitable for Shopee. The critical competitiveness factors for MNC is based on its history itself. The presence of MNC competitiveness was initiated by the birth of the liberalism approach proposed by John Locke in the 16th century. He emphasized three essential aspects of liberalism. Before the emergence of this doctrine, society borrowed assets from the bourgeois and the kingdom. The borrowing of these assets is subject to taxes intended for military development by the empire. Thus, there is a line between the proletariat and the bourgeois. Actors in the competitiveness of MNCs are divided into two, market actors and non-market actors. Market actors refer to those who directly involved and contributed to the fluency of multinational companies' production or primary activities, namely the stakeholders. It includes board directors, customers, investors, suppliers, competitors, labor, and many more. On the other hand, non-market actors are those who possess power that can influence the direction of the MNC, such as government, civil society, and so on. Next, we're going to analyze the competitiveness tools by using the value chain by Michael Porter.
The first analysis was using value chains proposed by Michael Porter in 1985. By using value chains theory, we can find out the advantage and disadvantage of a multinational corporation so that we can know its uniqueness that distinguishes it from other multinational corporations. And in this theory, we make comparison between Shopee and Tokopedia as e-commerce partners. So, the first point was from infrastructure. Shopee, until today, has been operating in 15 countries from Southeast Asia, South Asia, Europe, and even the Latin America region. And Shopee was using multi-domestic strategy as network strategy. As we know, multi-domestic strategy was the strategy made by MNC to expand their market to get a lot of advantage. And as same with Shopee, Tokopedia was also used multi-domestic strategy. And Tokopedia is only focusing their operational area domestically, especially in Indonesia, to advance the level of Indonesia economy. And judging from the area of operation, of course, Shopee is superior to Tokopedia because Shopee has expanded their market out from their home country, especially on neighboring country. And the next one was human capital. Shopee workforce in 2021 was 12,192 with minimum education of SMA or SMK with an average education of S1, and their salaries was in the range of 4 until 80 million depending on the position, and with a total of 12,000 employees and a salary of 4 until 80 million depending on their position. Of course, Shopee has much higher expenses than its competitor. But Tokopedia in 2021 was only have 4,944 with a minimum education of SMA or SMK with an average education of S1, and their salaries was also as same as Shopee. Tokopedia was giving and salaries for until 80 million depending on their position, and with 4,000 employees and salaries of 4 until 80 million. Of course, Tokopedia has lower basic expenses than competitor, and with a total of 12,000 employees and a salary of 4 until 80 million depending on their position. Of course, Shopee has higher basic expenses more than Tokopedia, but of course, Shopee also has more income than Tokopedia, and this makes Shopee more superior than Tokopedia.
In this section, I will explain about the research and development between Shopee and Tokopedia. In developing its R&D, Shopee uses artificial intelligence or AI as the source of its technical knowledge. These work systems based on AI is to provide assistance for users by giving them a more personalized shopping experience. Furthermore, Shopee also uses report system by descending order from the field to the executive to control the company's operation and keep its vision and mission intact. As Shopee continues to grow its workforce technology, we conduct an event for people with outstanding talent to join us at Career Day. We will provide a facility to help you grow your knowledge of technology by giving you a program called Tech at Shopee. As for our competitor, Tokopedia uses an AI-based technology called API or Application Programming Interface as its work system. They also uses a management system that allows them to manage the data and transaction flows such as data input, data output, and data processing. In developing its technology, Tokopedia also provides a facility by launching a program called Tokopedia Academy for people interested in this field to learn more about it. As for the justification, we can conclude that Shopee and Tokopedia have the same system for their technical knowledge based on AI. They also have the same interest in reaching more talent by allowing people to join their program and providing a facility to learn more about their work system. Therefore, as for this section, Shopee and Tokopedia are equal. Next slide, I will explain about accounting, administration, and financial between Shopee and Tokopedia. Apparently, 2021 is not a good year for Shopee since our parent company, CLTD, began to experience a decline at the end of the year. We have experienced a decline of 66.7% in shares to $74.20 per share. CLTD's share capitalization plumped to $41.3 billion. Nevertheless, our revenue in 2021 is still at the top of the list with an estimated amount of $4.1 billion or equivalent to 60 trillion rupiah. On the other hand, Tokopedia experienced a significant increase in shares since it merged with Gojek. Their shares skyrocketed by 24% to 248 rupiah. Apparently, PT Goto continued to strengthen their shares price by 12.90% to 280 rupiah as May of 2022. However, Tokopedia's revenue is still behind our company with a total of 12.4 trillion rupiah as of 2021. As for the justification, we can say that Tokopedia has been winning over Shopee since their price of shares began to skyrocket. Although we have a higher income compared to Tokopedia, we cannot deny that our parent company has experienced a significant loss in shares. Thus, there are several things that make Shopee more competitive than Tokopedia in this aspect. In this slide, we talk about the inbound logistics between Shopee and Tokopedia. There is a lot of several sellers that have been registered in Shopee. The number has reached up to 1.6 million sellers from any businesses such as medium, small, and micro. In Shopee, you can register your shop to a free shipping program with an admin fee of 1.6 until 5% of the selling price. Meanwhile, due to the COVID pandemic, Tokopedia experienced a high number of sellers reaching up to 8.6 million. They also have a program that can use free shipping with admin fees according to the level of your admin ability. As for the Power Merchant status, you have to pay 1.25% of the price of the product sold as an admin fee. And for the Power Merchant Pro status has been set to 1.5% of the selling goods as an admin fee. And for the justification, we can conclude that sellers tend to open their online shop in Tokopedia since our admin fees are higher than the competitor. It is one of our biggest concerns since many sellers prefer to join the competitor. Thus, we have to look further and remanage our admin fees so we can be more competitive than Tokopedia in inbound logistic aspects.
Okay, the next variable for this value chain analysis of multinational corporations is operations. It should be understood that the two brands, Shopee and Tokopedia, have quite the same operating model where both act as the third party that connect the customer to the seller, both business to customers or even customers to customers. Users can access applications from both MNC to find goods that suit their needs or even their desires of the users. After that, in each app, there is a chat feature which can allow the users to contact the seller to complete the transaction. As the third party to ensure this transaction, both MNCs provide payment features to guarantee its fluency of the transaction. In this case, Shopee has managed to generate its own payment system, namely Shopee Pay, that can maximize the optimizations of users' shopping experience. Therefore, for the operations, Shopee is believed to be more competent than Tokopedia as it has created its own payment system, namely Shopee Pay, that can improve the efficiency itself. Next, there is outbound logistics. Same as previous for this value chain, both MNCs collaborated with another party in the expedition to deliver the goods from the seller to the hand of the customer. Moreover, Shopee has established its private expedition services, namely Shopee Express. But on the other hand, Tokopedia has also provides a more variative kind of shipment, as it is noted that Tokopedia has collaborated with foreign expedition services compared to the Shopee that only offered 8 of them. Thus, for outbound logistics, Tokopedia is considered to be more superior as it offers more variative shipment so it can reach out to more customers in Indonesia. Next, there is marketing and sales. Both of the MNCs implement push strategy where they outsource the goods to the customer. Thus, Shopee tries to engage more public demand for Shopee by employing influencers or even top artists to be their brand ambassadors. Then, there is a giveaway strategy is also used by Shopee to increase their attractiveness in the community. On the other hand, Tokopedia generates a roadshow and workshop to assist the UMKM in Indonesia, and they also provide top ads feature where the seller could pay to the company in order for the shop to be shown in the first page of Tokopedia applications. In addition, Tokopedia also organizes WIB TV events by inviting local or international artists. For this variable of analysis, we conclude that Shopee has more competitiveness advantages as the marketing and sales of Tokopedia is considerably segmented. It is proven by the number of daily visitors for the Shopee. In 2021, it reached the number of 28.35 million visitors, while Tokopedia was only 1/3 of Shopee, where it sits only at 8.43 million daily visitors. Next, there is services. For the services, Shopee provides the Shopee Pay Later feature where the customer can purchase the goods first through installment pay. Moreover, there's a COD feature for Shopee's customers, so the customer can pay the bills after goods are received. On the other hand, Tokopedia has not established such a mechanism and still focuses on the convenient way of bank transfer. Those features provided by the Shopee indeed have successfully provided convenience to the customer and a sense of security where Shopee emphasizes on the customer satisfaction first. So for services, Shopee is more sophisticated than Tokopedia.
So for the next one, I will explain about 5 Porter forces analysis by Michael Porter, which consists of internal competition or rivalry, bargaining power of buyer, bargaining power of supplier, threat of new entrants, and threat of substitutes. For the first one, we analyzed the 5 Porter variables based on Shopee home country, which is Singapore. For the first variable, which is internal competition, more competitors will encourage the MNC to win the market. In fact, there are many online marketplaces with similar features in Singapore such as Lazada, Carousel, Qoo10, Amazon, etc. High product differences can be one of the advantages from Shopee. However, by monthly ranking of Shopee, fluctuated but quite dropped in 2022 compared to the other e-commerces, especially Lazada. For the threat of new entrants, in Singapore, Shopee is more likely to be replaced by new competitors, as Shopee has a really high competitor such as Lazada or Zalora as the new entrants. The industry of e-commerce in Singapore is very competitive, but it seems that Shopee could not really have to work hard to save their spot as their growth tend to fluctuate. For the supplier bargaining power, Shopee in Singapore has a low supplier bargaining power in their home country because suppliers can sell at affordable prices but sometimes do not guarantee the quality as expected by the customer. The next variable is threat of substitutes, which is Lazada. Lazada became the most visited website in Singapore in April 2022 with a monthly traffic estimate of 8 million visitors. Here is the reason why Singaporeans choose Lazada over Shopee. So the first one is they provide faster delivery, they have a wide product range, they provide faster return and refund items, and they provide products at low prices. For the customer bargaining power, Shopee has risen into the top 5 list of e-commerce in Singapore. Hence, there are plenty of notable competitors of Shopee in Singapore such as Lazada, Carousel, and Qoo10. Therefore, in Singapore itself, Shopee has less bargaining power compared to the customer. Customers tend to prioritize those 3 marketplaces rather than Shopee. We highlight a significant downfall on Shopee traffic from the 4th quarter of 2021 until April 2022. For the next one is the analysis of 5 Porter forces on the host country, which is Indonesia. For internal competition, Shopee in Indonesia is also facing many competitors. In terms of market advantage, Shopee has large number of loyal customers supported by their repetitive promos. But statistically, the highest market is still occupied by competitors, namely Tokopedia, for the past few years. It can be influenced by their marketing strategy to reach the audience, as it explained before in the value chain. For the threat of new entrants, Shopee in Indonesia have a great and stable position as they become the number 1 choice for locals to shop and search for cheap items. In Indonesia, Shopee is more likely to be a hard competition to be replaced by a new entrant, but it does not close the possibility of being replaced by another e-commerce such as TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is a newcomer to Indonesian e-commerce and has already proven that they sell a cheaper price than Shopee. For now, Shopee is still safe on their position but possible to be replaced by TikTok Shop or even their long competitor, Tokopedia, as the top national e-commerce. The next one is supplier bargaining power. Shopee in Indonesia also has a low supplier bargaining power because supplier can sell at affordable prices but sometimes do not guarantee the quality as expected by the customer. For the threat of substitutes, which is Tokopedia, In Indonesia, Tokopedia is a substitute for Shopee with affordable prices and superior quality products. It makes Indonesians visit Tokopedia the most. However, based on the gross merchandise value or GMV, Shopee still surpassed Tokopedia with 14.2 billion US dollar. In customer bargaining power, within Indonesia, Shopee is the second most famous online marketplace after Tokopedia. In the third quarter of 2021, Tokopedia marked 158.1 million user traffic and Shopee came in second with 134.4 million user traffic. Thus, based on GMV as well in 2020, Shopee dominated the market with 14.2 billion US dollar with 2 million above Tokopedia. It indicates that the customer bargaining power to Shopee in Indonesia is quite moderate. Therefore, in conclusion, based on our analysis, in the home country or Singapore, Shopee has emerged as a rising online marketplace. Thus, until now, Shopee has not shown distinguished power variable compared to the other competitors. Although this condition is fluctuative, depends on the situation. It is what makes Shopee expand from its home country to host country, including Indonesia. Meanwhile, in their host country, specifically Indonesia, Shopee is in a very competitive position. Shopee has been a high-ranking e-commerce company in Indonesia. From our analysis, Shopee has shown remarkable performance that surpassed Tokopedia on the GMV. Shopee is still dominating the marketplace in Indonesia, especially in threat of substitutes, threat of new entrants, and customer bargaining power compared to Tokopedia. Therefore, by all the data of the value chain and 5 quarter forces that have been explained before, it can be seen that from the value chain, Shopee in Indonesia has the most advantageous opportunity rather than Tokopedia. For the 5 quarter forces, it may seem that they have the same result. But from the data that we already explained before, Shopee in Indonesia has the most competitive advantage rather than in home country in Singapore, where they have the most likely have a competitive disadvantage. Thus, it can be concluded from the both theory that Shopee in Indonesia has the most probability of competitive advantage rather than Tokopedia and Shopee in Singapore, who are more likely on competitive disadvantage.
In the next section, I will explain about the diamond theory. There are some part of diamond theory. First, its role of change is to find out the potential or risk. We see that the pandemic is quite a risk for some people, but for Shopee, it is potential. Due to the pandemic, people's movement are limited, so it increases people's purchasing power using online platform. Next is firm strategy, structure and rivalry. Domestic e-commerce competition in Indonesia is low because inventions are not yet advanced. Only a few e-commerce companies existed, and Shopee see that Indonesia can be entered for expansion. Furthermore, political competition in Indonesia is not overly intense, particularly in terms of technology. Shopee considered not face a significant challenge in this aspect. In terms of factor condition, labor and capital are important. Because Shopee has adequate employees, also can help the community to get opportunities to make it easier to earn and provide broad opportunities. For demand condition, Indonesia demand for the e-commerce is high because Indonesia tends to like cheap and simple stuff. In addition, Shopee sees Indonesia as a potential country because of the increasing population and people's needs for goods. Shopee also claims Indonesia as the top 3 of high e-commerce potential in the world. Related to product industry, for example, is the number of local sellers and UMKM that can easily register as seller. This is the same opening up the opportunity for the supporting industry. The last one is government. Is the government in favor or not with Shopee? In this case, the government is adequate to assist Shopee with market regulation and the government's Go Digital program to assist UMKM in becoming more sophisticated. We move to business model canvas. In BMC, we have some important aspects which is value delivery, value proposition, value creation, and value capture. Start from customer segments. Customer segment is the segmentation of the users of the product offered. Shopee itself can be accessed by all segments at any ages and gender. Channel is how the customer can access the product, such as from app or website. And customer relation is mainly focused on the relation between customer and company. If the customer has made the product as part of their life, it means the aspects are successful. Next is value proposition, that we can map the strengths and weaknesses from the company. Value proposition will help to understand something that company can offer to find a plus points. It contains three related aspects that must be followed. Profit are the value that offered to customer compared to competitor, and it could be tangible and intangible. For a tangible aspect, Shopee is not too dominating with the fall of company stock, but for the reputation and brand awareness, Shopee are the top of mind in Indonesia. In planet aspect, Shopee does not destroy nature and instead carries out a CSR program, which is the Change Environmental Care program, into action, for example, to help provide clean water in East Nusa Tenggara. In people aspect, Shopee actually benefit many people with the convenience it offers. With Shopee, millions of people can rise from difficulties. And the third is value creation, which contains key resource, key activities, and key stakeholders. In research, we use internet network, gadget, and employees to improve our capabilities, as well as the key activities that focus on maintenance and marketing to develop the system and technological process. Moreover, we have key stakeholders as partners to create a beneficial impact, such as delivery services, payment providers, and product suppliers. Last but not least, the cost structure and revenue streams, that all the fees related to the company.
Based on the result of diamond theory analysis, Indonesia is suitable as the destination for Shopee expansion. The situation in Indonesia constitutes a favorable market for Shopee's business model to flourish even more. With the ongoing pandemic, it provokes public demand for online businesses to increase. In addition, Indonesia is well known for its large number of population and large number of active internet users. Therefore, e-commerce has risen to be a new mode of lifestyle of Indonesian citizens. Moreover, large number of population in Indonesia also offers plenty of labor force for Shopee itself. Thus, in facing the contemporary issue, Indonesian government themselves have been trying to promote digital transformation, which subsequently will benefit online platforms such as Shopee. Overall, it is a path to prosperity for Shopee to expand their market into Indonesia.
That's all for our video. Thank you for watching.